Gonna waste it. Jewel holding down the front side. They get to inhibitors. Nicolette locks on. Moshi down. In comes Moen's Fury. Nice response. Ashley to bring out the Netherrealm. Tagami taking a little bit of damage. Pops the Thorn Rose, but an I'm Offended locks in. And Jewel finds Yui Fendi. They're gonna lock onto the base. Panda unloading right now. They don't even have the minion, but they're gonna try to force this in. It's nothing but Abby. Cloud9. We're here for MWI. Leo, we're in the land of Dawn.
And Lancelot makes a comeback. It's been a hot minute since we've last seen this assassin in the jungle. It's possibly a kit that Tagami prefers. Because in the absence of her Hayabusa and the Roger in the hands of Yui Fendi, I think this is their next best move. I appreciate it, though. I can see how, because of Moshi Bang and Yui's CC, they needed extra damage. They needed good cleanup. How do you get that? Well, you could have picked the Nolan, but they preferred the Lancelot, so I think they needed a better way out for her.
And not only that, after seeing the joy on Tagami, Tagami does great into getting to that back line, targeting, you know, just locking on to exactly who she needs to lock onto, and that could be a problem here for Panda. Could be a problem for Nicolette, maybe, but Cloud9, I think what's going to be huge for them is how Ashley utilizes this Netherrealm, if they're able to really capitalize it, and can Xayah finally land some big sets and make her hero count?
That's right. The mid lane duo from Cloud9 had a tough game one, so this might be them course correcting. Now they got eyes on Xayah. Moshi Bang sends her back. That's going to be a small camp invade here. Jewel can only watch. Something to note, Ashley's rocking Lethal Ignition on the farmers. We don't see this anymore.
I mean, hey man, rock it, drop it, try to pull something off here. Ashley's gonna go back to base now, 15 seconds on the clock for this turtle. Nicolette on the opposite side of the map. Xayah doing a good job of like keeping cues on CFU. Not going too deep, not getting cut off, but at least giving vision to Cloud9. But CFU, they know she's there. They don't care. They're ready to position. Look at all four of them kind of making this box around this turtle. Now let's see exactly what happens. Abby taking a little bit of damage. Ooh. Abby and Jewel holding the brunt of the charge. CFU backed off.
There is still Moshi Bang holding CFU's ground at the turtle. Let's go. Circling around. Something to know as well, if I'm going to nitpick about the emblem on Ashley, check out Tagami. She's rocking Lancelot with a Warcry. So all of those little basics, and then the Thorn Rose, like eventually, this tells me she's going to deal damage. Like we've seen hybrids, we've seen Tanksalots make a showing here and there in the past few months, but this is full-on damage, Lancelot. Let's see how it works out. A relatively mum and quiet first 3 minutes. Like nothing has happened.
These girls got their gloves on. They're stalling right now. They're waiting.
The mitts are on.
The mitts are on. The gloves are on. They're ready to throw some punches. Both teams taking some aggressive routes here. This time Cloud9 does have some heavy CC. They have some possibilities, but CFU answered so well with the Minotaur. Yui's gonna jump in. Speaking of the Minotaur here, Nicolette holding to the bush, looking for Abby, locks on to Minotaur instead. In comes the big stun. Can Cloud9 capitalize on this? Nicolette able to get the first blood, make it two, a double kill over to Nicolette here. The pullback, Ashley with the stampede. Moshi Bang now possibly in a little bit of trouble. Moshi Bang able to output some nice damage. Ashley there as well. Nicolette, Jewel gonna finally back off and go for the turtle.
2 for none. Giving Cloud9 the go-ahead, the green light to take out this turtle. They're going for it. Moshi Bang versus Ashley and Jewel. Will they force this? Oh, turtle at a 10th.
Got me down to half health. Maybe still want to go for the dive in. Nicolette able to get the turtle, but a nice final slash does connect onto Jewel and Ashley. They're still able to get away. Cloud9 escape unscathed.
Clean. CFU Serendipity walk away with nothing. 2 minutes until the next turtle, and I can expect the same kind of pacing. Again, this does propel Cloud9 up by about 1,000 gold, and based on how the first 3 minutes of the game went, that's an astronomical lead already, because they made the first move, they got away with everything they needed to do, and there was very little punish. It looks like those CFU are looking to put pressure on Panda. I'd reckon that's the best part to put it into. Wait lang, hold up. Was that, is Yui Fendi up on gold? You see that?
Don't know. I didn't see exactly.
Was that huge, like 500 gold or something like that?
It's definitely possible. You know, the Roger's got great poke. He's able to maybe even force him. Panda seems to be a bit more of the safe player. We're taking a look at gold now. Yui Fendi up about 200 in gold right now. So Panda not too far behind, but definitely Yui Fendi has gotten a couple extra last shots in, maybe denied Panda of a minion. A lot of action has been down on this boss side, so we haven't been able to see them too much. But in terms of XP right now, Panda's a little bit up. So definitely there's some trading going back and forth up in the top lane. And this has been even from last game to now, it's been a nice fight between these two. We've seen a lot show up from both teams. Panda last time wasn't able to have the space to capitalize. Well, they have it now. Nicolette with the quad shadow. Yui Fendi, we've seen this position before from Xai and the rest of the team, punishing down on Yui Fendi, but this time he's not gonna let it happen.
Oh. She did find the out there, especially with the backup coming through. Tagami, Abby, and Yui kicking out the rest of C9, forcing them to rotate away. Look at how deep in Moshi Bang is. Moshi, what you doing? Cotton, proxy, and controlling the lower quarter so that the rest of her team can make moves up top. Oh, Minoan Fury, no one home.
Big miss, but Panda still takes some damage. 4 members of CFU up in the top side. Are they going to try to force in this tower? Look at Zaya with the conceal play, looking for the stun. Hits the flicker, misses as well. Both roamers whipping there a little bit. And now both teams are going to be forced to back off. It's a lot of ultimates down. Going to move down to this turtle. Jewel's already waiting for it.
A swing and a miss. Both also committed their flickers. So that's tough. Like, that is 2 minutes of hard engages, honest to God angles that you got to find. Still 1,000 between these two teams. C9 and CFU Serendipity back at the turtle pit. A post light, setting it to reset. Xayah spotted out, forced out of the Pixel brush. And Tagami, I'm wondering if she's thinking purple or turtle? Purple or turtle? I think she can buy time. This is enough time to go purple first, because I think they got the go signal that Nicolette is also still just farming up.
Yeah, Nicolette makes the same decision, but Tagami's not going to go for this orange, right? Going to have to commit. Nicolette's there as well. Jewel able to get a little bit of a stun on Moshi Bang. Ashley Xayah looking for the angle as well from the mid bushes. Now Turtle into the hands of CFU, but Nicolette loves this bush here. Wants to hang out. Target on Moshi Bang. Gets the shadow kill. Not enough damage though. NetherRealm does come out with the big knockup. Tagami able to secure that Turtle. Now Nicolette brought down to about half health. Firing back onto Tagami. Tagami trying to puncture through, puncture away. Cloud9 loses the Turtle, but nobody goes down.
Despite the Cloud9 collision, I call it that because they just want to ram themselves into all 5 members of CFU Serendipity. CFU made themselves scarce. Like, that could have been definitely much worse. Now wait, 1v1, Jewel versus Moshi.
Oh, Moshi starting to get the better. Jewel doesn't have the minions to get the health back.
Oh. Sickle versus Spear.
Sickle versus Spear.
Oh, neither lady walking away with a W, and that's how most negotiations work. If neither walk away happy, was a good deal. So it's a dead lane down bottom. What about top? That's a 2v1. Xayah about ready to make her way there. There's a flicker back up on both of them. I wonder
who's going to hit it this time. But the rest of CFU now showing up. They're going to be able to take this tower, Panda. Not going to play it too dangerous. Does get the stun onto Yui. Panda lets it happen.
All right. They all retreat. That was a 4v4 waiting to happen. Possibly a 5v5 because Tagami was a little way off here. She is hitting level 11. Let's see now. She's down 500 gold.
Which is good for Nicolette, right?
This is where the shadows allow for faster rotations compared to the dashes on the lance.
Yeah, I mean, I think the dashes come in play really well in team fights, but when it comes to the jungle, I definitely think Nicolette, and we already saw even in last game, Nicolette was great at farming, great at, keeping up with Tagami even when the team was losing.
She knows.
So now we're seeing it really pop off here, but Nicolette maybe needs to look for some pickoffs at this point and try to make this lead a little bit more.
Yeah, she's got a rhythm to it, and I think what she's doing is she's leveraging the fact that she can rotate faster, get far more efficiently than Tagami, but let's see, they are looking to collapse down here onto the bottom. All right, eventually we'll get pushed in. Moshi can't take down. Oh, she saved the turret, but for now, that worked out. Oh.
A lot of damage, though. I'm offended. Does luck on Moshi Bang, and all gone. Shadow kill comes in. One more shot. Nicolette unable to secure it. Forced to back off, and that's another ult down. Cloud9 might have to buy some time. CFU, though, knows the damage there and isn't going to force this Lord either.
Yep. In the realm of ults from the meta assassins right now, Shadow kill takes a while. Shadow kill might as well have been an eternity if nothing comes out of it. Like, you got to reset, find another angle, maybe after another huge team fight or a trade, and then it comes back on. See, look, I've been ranting about Shadow Kill. It's still up.
Jewel going to be in a little bit of trouble. Yui Fendi able to get the kill there. Cloud9 trades it for a tower up top. This time Cloud9 playing some more of the macro game. Minions coming down the mid side as well, but CFU now with a man up, a girl up, I should say. They're going to be on this Lord. Xayah looking for an angle. The knockup does connect onto Abby. Nicolette into the backside, gets a lot of damage onto Abby, able to secure the kill. Lord down to about 10%. It's going to be a 50-50. Tagami comes out on top of the coin flip, but now Moshi Moshi in trouble. CX Panda looking for the kill, looking for the takeout. Ashley able to secure it. Nicolette looking for one as well. Yue goes down. 3 numbers drop for CFU. Cloud9 going to be able to come out on top even after losing the Lord.
The apple of my eye, a plan well executed. Amazing team fight, amazing collapse. Sure, Tagami walks away with the Lord, scoring it for CFU Serendipity, but at the end of it, what do you get when you lose a chunk of the map? Because Cloud9's gonna run roughshod. Look, they're gonna push down bottom. Panda left a lane up top. Even if Lord is there, they can get to it eventually. And then they're gonna try to push in mid again. Look at this now, 3K ahead. C9 up on CFU Serendipity. Items-wise, again, say what you will about that team fight dash, but when you're down about 2K gold like this, it's hard to think of how else Tagami can affect the map. Besides, again, objectives and team fighting.
I definitely agree. I think one of the saving graces here for CFU, Moshi Bang still holding a gold lead over Jewel there. And Moshi Bang's just been able to tank around, get some of these big final slashes, and it's something that Cloud9 consistently has to watch out for. And even there, they know they're going up top. They know Cloud9 has to defend Lord, and what does CFU do? They cut bottom lane, they open up space for their minions to get there, and they get a tower. So even though they lost out on that Lord, they still found something in the chaos. And it just goes to show they always have a macro mindset. CFU just doing wonders with it.
Yep, and I think as soon as Cloud9 transcends to that level, because again, they're winning team fights, they're winning trades, as soon as they're able to turn that into a macro movement, then CFU Serendipity might be looking at checkmate. But for now, they're clawing back. It's giving comeback, as it is. Moshi Bang checks in with the bush, spots Jewel, and Xayah there. Oh no, 1v1, could this be?
A lot of damage on Tagami. No shadow kill. Yui Fendi able to get the kill on Nicolette. The shutdown, putting a nice chunk of gold into the pocket. CFU now looking for the takeoff, looking for the moment, looking for the engage. I'm offended, connects onto Yui. Xayah gets the stun. Can the team follow up? They get stunned as well. Unable to fully commit, but now they're locking on Panda with a speedy light wheel, trying to get some free shots. Tagami on the run. Panda needs one more and finds the kill. Tagami down. Moshi Bang might be the next on the block. Chop, chop, chop. But wait, the final slash. Panda unable to connect. Finally gets a double. Finally looking for the triple, but Yui Fendi and Yui don't want to give it up. Cloud9 finds something. It's a 2-for-1. Can they take a tower too?
And suddenly it comes to a stop, stop, stop. Here's the SCC replay one more time. I could have sworn Nicolette was going to get it, but here comes the cavalry, the sharks of CFU Serendipity. They overloaded Nicolette. She wasn't even expecting it. Oh, what? There were 3 in there? And I'm not so sure, but there might have been a Minoan and Fury committed. Is this real time? Are we looking at real? No, it's still the replay. It's the aftermath of that fight. And that's Moshi Bang looking for the chop, chop, and then the stop. They eventually won the trade still. So what I'm trying to say is, Cloud9, the thesis statement is they love team fighting. They're winning most of their team fights, save for like weird pickoffs. Nicolette was out of her breath there. But as soon as they can turn it into huge conversions, then we're talking. Then maybe we can see a 1-1.
Thesis statement, Cloud9, they're a young team essentially, right?
Barely
young team
months
in NA,
old.
but they're bringing that old school young team NA vibe, loving team fights. We want to clash. We want to try to win in micro mechanics. How far will that take them though? They did just get the push on the top lane. If they're going to get the outplay here, I think this far in the game, that's just how they have to win it, right? It has to be the big team fight.
The Ohio brothers. You were naming American teams. I just had it to get in there. But yeah, you're right. It reminds me a lot of a young team from 2021 who made it all the way to 3rd place in the World Championships. BTK played a very similar play style, and here now I'm seeing signs of that, little hints of that in Cloud9's play style, but they gotta bring it up. If they can turn this team fight excellence into a Lord here, then CFU Serendipity might be staring at a base defense.
Very true. And Cloud9 knows they're on the ledge We saw the reaction from Nicolette. Just shows how invested into this she is. But CFU always keep their cool, man. Even when they were behind against Vega in the previous game, they still seem to keep their cool. They came into this series feeling good about themselves, ready to play. And all they got to do is get this one win. They're 3,000 gold behind, but just a few minutes from possibly, you know, maybe securing group stage?
That's the Kamai cool in play. They're just waiting. Check this out. Not even shaken with the Lord Dance. Yue jumping into that river brush. Here comes Tagami.
Duel takes a lot of damage. Thorn Rose does come out from Tagami. They're able to create some space. Nicolette's the one playing the macro game now. Was up in the top lane for a second. Going back down to the mid. Looking for a way around the back maybe.
Huge.
Cheeky play onto somebody.
Huge rotation. She's keeping herself scarce. No one knows where she is. Not even Moshi might have seen her.
I think she's good, yeah. I think she's in a safe spot. And C9 knows she's there. This time, Cloud9 pushing CFU back. Nicolette wants that revenge kill onto Tagami here. Thorn Rose comes out. Nicolette not going to force it this time. She goes down. They get the Lord. Well played.
Amazing. Just through the threat of the unknown. You see how there were like just one or two C9 players in the pit, and they still got the more than like showing 3 or 4 players, they were able to take that Lord clean by hiding more players. That's ridiculous. By hiding players, you got away with more, and you got more than if you were honest about it. This is a new aspect of the Lord Dance that we've seen, and C9 are putting it into beautiful execution. They're now up 4,000 gold. CFU Serendipity, again, they're staring down on a Lord defense. Best case scenario, they don't lose inhibitor. Worst case, they lose like 2.
Definitely could be trouble in Cloud9's shown. I mean, this is Cloud9's time to shine. CFU, no place to run. You're forced into a team fight now. There is a bit of a bottleneck here. They have to be careful.
That's right. Luckily, their lineup is great at and a slash on Moshi Bang. Lord crashes through, and they got the cleanup in Tagami. Can they get it through now? Tagami dashing around. Yep, that's a second inhibitor in mid.
Zaya's being so patient with this Numenhum blast. Not going to waste it. Jewel holding down the front side. They get 2 inhibitors. Nicolette locks on. Moshi down. In comes Minoan's Fury. Nice response. Actually, to bring out the Netherrealm. Tagami taking a little bit of damage. Pops the Thorn Rose, but an I'm Offended locks in. And Jewel finds Yui Fendi. They're going to lock onto the base. Panda unloading right now. They don't even have the minion, but they're going to try to force this in. It's nothing but Abby. Cloud9 showing CFU it's not over yet.
We are mere moments away from a